You've probably come across this issue if you spend enough time on the terminal, where you have a folder where you're currently at, where you're working from. So I have here a project called AcademyMate that has two folders, the client and the server. And oftentimes I want to open the client and the server in two different terminal windows. And so the way that I've done it so far up to now is by duplicating the current, by duplicating and creating a new window. But the issue is that that doesn't open it in the folder where I was working in, right? It opens it in the home. And so I have to navigate to where I have the projects, or rather the project where I'm working on. And for the client now, I need to move into, or rather for the server, I need to move into the server. Then I need to do the same thing here and navigate, or sometimes I'll just copy the path and then paste it if I don't want to type all that. Okay. And I figured there must be a way, somebody must have thought this is an issue. Okay. So I went online, I searched, and I found some sources that said all you need to do is duplicate. But duplicating, we've seen what it does, just leads you home. So it doesn't work. Other sources say Control Shift D, but then that just duplicates. That just runs the duplicate command. So it also doesn't work. But today I got fed up and I went again on a searching spree, and I came across a certain command that allows you to do exactly that. And that's not the command. So the command is wt space flag w, then argument 0, then new tab dash d, then dot. Okay, so the first part of this command, I have no idea what it does. There are these arguments, these flags, but the next part I can infer and guess that this is for the new tab, this is the directory, and this dot always stands for current directory. Okay, so this is Windows Terminal, this is new tab. What these two do, I'm not quite sure, but this, that's what makes this work. Okay, so if you run this command, it now opens a new tab in the directory where you ran that command. Okay, but now we have a new problem: remembering the command and typing it out. Okay, so you're not, ideally, if you first type, if you first type it, then okay, none of this will be an issue for you, because you can just duplicate and then just quickly go to where you need to go. Okay, but I'm not fast at typing. I fumble my keys. I'm still working on my typing speed. All right, so first, I can't rely on typing this entire command. I don't want to have to remember it, because, well, I don't know whether it's true what Einstein said, or rather whether it's true that it's Einstein who said it, but don't memorize what you can look up. Okay, so you can always look up this command. I can always write it somewhere, and when I need it, I can look it up. But then that beats the purpose, because the purpose is to be a bit faster and have less work when I want to open a new tab. So luckily for me, there are things called aliases, where you can set an alias for command, meaning that you run a certain command. Now the alias, and what it does, it runs the other command that it's set to run. And with bash, the way that you set your aliases is in a bash rc file, which by default is in your home directory. So if you navigate home and you do an ls-a, you're going to see it right here. And if you don't, you can just easily create it and it should work. Okay, So I have been working with some aliases. So I already have the bash rc, and I have some aliases in there, and one of them is actually nnb, which opens the bash rc file in nano with nano. Okay, so I have all this mostly for git commands that I don't want to have to type out, and then some for npm, like npm run dev. I use it a lot, and each time that I needed it, I would have to do the npm run dev. But now I just need to type nrt, run it, and it runs the npm run dev. So I added the command entity, but I didn't add the dot, okay? Because ideally, like let's say in this project, the reason why I want a new terminal window in the same project is because I have this kind of a setup where I have a client and a server, and I want to run them, each of them individually. So using the entity command, I want to be able to open a certain folder that I specify, okay, that whose path is relative to where I'm at right now. So with the way that it currently is, missing the dot at the end from what we'd seen earlier here, so I can easily now do entity, and if I want to open this same folder, I just do a dot, and that will open the terminal window in that folder. Okay, but if I want to open, let's say, the client folder, I'll just run entity, but not now with a dot, and instead with a client, and that will take me straight into the client folder. And from here, I believe, I haven't tested this actually, but I can do that, then run server, and that will open the server in a new tab. Okay, and I have the two tabs that I want, and from here I can run the other alias that we've just seen, nrt, and that will launch the vite server. And from here I can also run nrd, and that will launch nodemon. Okay, and I'm good to now do whatever it is that I want to do with the system, with the project that I'm working on. Right, so do let me know if you know why the duplicate doesn't work. Maybe it's something that I need to configure to make it work and to be opening the project, because those were the recommended ways that I initially came across. You just need to duplicate, but it just takes me home. All right, so if you know why that's the case, do let me know in the comments. Also, if you know a different way other than this command, let me know in the comments as well. All right, hope this helps if you've ever encountered this issue. Till next time, see ya.